Hey guys, in this week's meal prep, I'm going to make 5 different meals that consist of chicken, pork loin, rice, sweet potatoes, and veggies. So if you guys are interested in learning how to make these meal prepped items, please go ahead and keep watching. And I apologize beforehand if it sounds like I'm a little rushed throughout the video. I just didn't have as much footage as I thought I had. So if you guys are interested in more step-by-step instructions to clear things up, head on over to my blog for recipes and macro information. And we're going to start off cooking the pork loin. Honestly, you guys, this is my first time ever cooking one, and it's a new favorite. It's just super easy. Just preheat the oven to 425 degrees and cook between 30 to 40 minutes, but it just kind of depends on what the package tells you guys because each one might be a little different. I got this one from Walmart, and it was already pre-seasoned with garlic, herb, and cracked black pepper, and I just placed it on a baking sheet and cooked for about 30 minutes because I like mine to have a slight pink center in them. You guys can cook it more well done if you would prefer, but just make sure that it doesn't have, obviously, a raw pink center in it. And I just went ahead and made little slits to make sure that it was cooking thoroughly and so I could check up on it as well. And onto the sweet potatoes. I went ahead and cooked 3 different sweet potatoes for the carb option in my meal prep containers. You want to go ahead and wash them and de-root them before you guys cook them. And this was the first time I made slits in them with a very strong knife, but I would recommend for you guys to do that because they cook a little bit more evenly all the way through. And for the sweet potatoes, you're going to want to preheat the oven to 500 degrees and cook for 50 minutes to an hour, depending on how you guys like the texture of your sweet potatoes. And onto the chicken, I just went ahead and cut the fat off of 9 ounces of chicken. I know that's kind of a weird number. That's just the amount of chicken that I had left over for the week. So you guys are welcome to cook as much chicken as you guys would like. I go ahead and spray a medium-sized cooking pan with coconut oil spray, and I cook my chicken over a medium heat. Usually it ends up being like 10 to 12 minutes, but it just kind of depends on how quickly the chicken's cooking, so just really make sure that it's cooking thoroughly all the way through. I season both sides with garlic salt and some pink Himalayan salt, and I cook my chicken in chunks generally so that they cook a little bit easier and quicker all of the way through. And once my chicken is cooking, I just go ahead and meal prep my pork loin since it's done. I take my scale that I got off of Amazon along with my meal prep containers that I also got off of Amazon, and I just go ahead and place the prep container on the scale and I zero it out so that it gives me the exact amount of the meat that I'm putting in there, and I put in 5 ounces of the pork loin into each container. And then I go back to my chicken and I flip it over probably after about 4 minutes, and then I go ahead and season both sides of the chicken as well. Next, I go ahead and cook my teriyaki rice. You guys are welcome to cook just regular brown rice. That would be a little bit healthier for you guys, but I am just burnt out on brown rice, so I'm going ahead and cooking the teriyaki rice, and you guys just go ahead and cook that according to the instructions that are on the package of whichever rice you guys choose to do. And then onto my veggies, I'm taking some snap green beans, 1 orange pepper, 1 red pepper, 1 zucchini, or I believe it ends up being 1.5 zucchinis. And just go ahead and chop all of that up. And I ended up adding the orange pepper later because I realized that I wanted more veggies to add into the mix. So that's why it wasn't chopped up in that last picture. But again, I go ahead and season it with some pink Himalayan salt. And I cook it over a medium heat until all of the veggies are cooked. The time probably varies. It probably ends up being about 10 minutes. And then these are my cooked sweet potatoes. They don't really look too different, but I just go ahead and poke them to make sure that they're the texture that I want them to be. And once the chicken is done cooking all of the way through, go ahead and divide it up just like you guys did with the pork loin, but 4 to 5 ounces, just depending on what you guys prefer. And then little side note, my prep containers do have some water spots on them from our dishwasher, but I can assure you we are all about cleanliness up in this house, and they are clean. And then I just mixed and matched my prep containers, so they're all just a little bit different. Some of them either have 1 cup of the teriyaki rice or they have 1 sweet potato. For my carbs, all of them have 1 cup of the stir-fry veggies, and then some of them have 5 ounces of pork loin or 4.5 ounces of chicken. I would have liked to put 5 ounces of chicken in there, but like I said earlier, I just kind of ran low on my chicken. On the day that I go ahead and consume one of my meal prep containers, I add 2 tablespoons of salsa for a sauce generally and half a chopped avocado. but the avocado just kind of goes bad very quickly, so I add that right before I'm going to eat it. And then you just place the lids on the containers and place them in the refrigerator. Here's all the dishes that I get to do. Yes, I love this shit. At least it's nice out. If you guys are interested in more, don't forget to watch my latest vlog, which includes a full day of eating. And I also have another meal prep video with some different recipes. If you guys are interested in that, go ahead and watch that as well. And don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up if you guys would like more meal prep videos. But thank you for watching. I love all of you guys. See you later.